In this vast universe, there's a remarkable planet. A planet equipped with diverse environments like the sky-touching mountains, lush green forests, endless oceans, icy Arctic, and scorching hot deserts. Welcome to Earth, a planet crowded with millions of organisms, earning the title of the living world. As we travel this living world, watching the galloping horses, the magnificent beauty of migratory birds, or the vibrant valley covered with blooming flowers, we witness the enigmatic beauty of life. But beyond these sights lies a bigger question. What is life? Life is a remarkable phenomenon that contains the capacity for growth, reproduction, consciousness, and adaptation, shaping its existence in different organisms and intricate ecosystems. Imagine stepping into a dense forest. As you explore, you will encounter an incredible display of life. Each plant, animal, or organism represents a unique species. A species is a distinct group of organisms that share common characteristics and can interbreed to produce fertile offsprings. The known and documented species on Earth is around 1.8 million, a testament to the amazing biodiversity of our planet. Then humans entered into the chat. Humans are blessed with the ability of communication that allows us to share our thoughts while speaking with one another. For generations, this precious ability has been instrumental in the exchange of knowledge. The early humans used names to describe organisms, which were often based on physical characteristics or behaviors. When an organism is described correctly and we know precisely which names belongs to it, we achieve identification. With countless cultures and regions across the world, local names for the same organism can vary a lot. Let's travel to the vast grasslands of Africa. There is an organism having distinct yellow fur with black spots that can accelerate from 0 to 100 km/h in just 3 seconds. Even Toretto can't defeat this fast and furious creature. Only 7,000 are left worldwide, becoming one of the threatened species of this planet. Some call it the hunting leopard, some call it Rabbi or Chitreya. Introducing the cheetah. If two scientists from different parts of the world are studying the same organism but using different names for it, they may not realize that they are actually studying the same thing. During visits to foreign lands, this problem was noticed by Carl Linnaeus in 18th century and saw a need for a universal naming system. He went on creating a system known as binomial nomenclature, giving each organism a unique universal identity. The system of binomial nomenclature assigns each organism a unique two-part name, consisting of its genus and species, which are in Latin and written in italics. Scientifically, the cheetah now identified as Acinonyx jubatus. Acinonyx signifying the genus begins with a capital letter, while jubatus representing the specific epithet starts with a lowercase letter. This revolutionized the naming system and made it possible for scientists all over the world to communicate about organisms using a standardized language. For plants, scientific names are based on International Code for Botanical Nomenclature. And for animals, there is the International Code of Zoological Nomenclature. But naming is not enough to understand the organism and its role in this world. This is where classification comes into play. Imagine studying and classifying 1.8 million species of organisms. 1.8 million. That's a big number. And how to classify is a big question. But what is classification is the main question. Classification is the process of grouping organisms based on their shared characteristics such as physical appearance, behavior, and genetic makeup. Early classification of living organisms were driven by human needs. Whether it be a plant or animal, those useful in one category and others in different, which was very primitive and confusing. However, Linnaeus was the first who cracked the code of chaos. Based on characteristics, he classified all organisms into two main categories, kingdom Plantae with plants and kingdom Animalia with animals. His goal was to keep organisms with similar characteristics in one group and separate organisms that differ in that characteristics. A hierarchy emerged, a framework for understanding the relationships between organisms and their place in the natural world. Following similarities and differences, he further classified organisms into ranks called phylum, class, order, family, genus, and species, with each level becoming more specific than the last. So let's navigate into this complex web of life, chasing the lightning fast cheetah. Starting from kingdom all the way down to species, let's do it the Linnaean way. At the top of the Linnaean hierarchy, there is kingdom. A kingdom is the largest and highest category of Linnaean classification. Kingdom Animalia includes all organisms that are multicellular, which are capable of locomotion and obtain their energy from other organisms. Cheetah belongs to kingdom Animalia. A phylum is less general category below kingdom. There are many phylums in kingdom Animalia, but cheetah falls under the phylum Chordata, as all organisms in this phylum Chordata possesses a notochord. Below phylum, there is class. A class is a more specific category. In phylum Chordata, cheetah is put in class Mammalia. Mammals are warm-blooded vertebrates that nurse their young ones with milk. Order is a rank below class and above family. There are many orders in class Mammalia, but cheetahs are classified within the order Carnivora, which is a well-known order that groups carnivorous mammals. Down the order, there is family. It groups related genera together. In order Carnivora, cheetah belongs to family Felidae, along with big cats from genus Panthera and domestic cats from genus Felis. They share similar anatomical features like round flat face, facial whiskers. In family Felidae, cheetah has its own separate genus called genus Acinonyx. Genus in the world of taxonomy refers to a classification rank that groups closely related species together. This genus is different from Panthera and Felis due to cheetah's unique physical characteristics like slender body, long legs, and distinctive black tear marks running from eyes to the side of their mouth. In genus Acinonyx, cheetah belongs to species Jubatus. It is the only member of genus Acinonyx, known for its speed and agility. A species is a distinct group of organisms that share common characteristics and can interbreed to produce fertile offsprings. It represents a fundamental unit of biological classification. Congratulations, you have classified the cheetah. You may have noticed that as we move down the hierarchy from kingdom to species, specificity increased and generalization decreased. Species being a group of interbreeding organisms, kingdom is the inclusion of countless species. With these systems of nomenclature and classification, Linnaeus introduced us the new branch of biology known as taxonomy. Taxonomy is the branch of biology concerned with characterization, identification, nomenclature, and classification. Modern taxonomy dives into organisms' exterior and interior structures, cellular characteristics, developmental processes, and ecological information. The importance of taxonomy cannot be overstated. By organizing living things into groups, scientists are able to understand the relationships between different species as well as their evolutionary history. Taxonomy also helps us to identify new species and track changes in biodiversity over time. There you have it, the systematic organization of the living world. Linnaeus introduced the taxonomy to the world of biology, but with invention of microscope and discovery of DNA, Linnean taxonomy went through updates like the apps of our phones. In the next video, we will look at the modern version of the taxonomy in chapter 2, the biological classification. Stay tuned and happy learning.